Hi everybody, welcome to the South Australian Sports Show. I hope you can stay with us for the next hour as I welcome my co-host Barry Curtin. Baz, how are you?
I'm terrific, mate. I'm terrific.
Oh, I could see why you would be, mate. Have a look at the list here. Craig Warman, of course, is going to join us from the Southern Footy League.
Yeah.
Your mate Russell Ebert, a good mate of mine. I worked for Russ and worked with him. He's a ripper. Yeah. Your mate again, Fang, your roommate. This is becoming the Barry Curtin show at the moment. Wayne Pryor's going to join us. Then Billy Graves is going to come in and talk some soccer with us. We're going to get to Ash in a minute with the news, but just quickly on Russell Ebert. Is he the best Port Adelaide football player you've seen?
Oh, easily, comfortably.
Who would be next? Greg Phillips?
Up there. Buckley.
Yep.
Bradley.
Yep. So it's not a bad mix, is there?
There's some good names. But I think Russell would be.
How do you reckon we'll go when they come to name the greatest 100-year footy team of Port Adelaide of all time?
It'd be difficult.
Yep.
Because a lot of good players will miss out. But we just mentioned, what, 4?
Yep.
In a heartbeat.
Yes.
And they're all, we didn't put Wanganeen in there.
Yep.
You know,
well, he's in your 100-year team.
That's right. So there's some good players. But Russell would be right up there, quite comfortably right up there. And not just from me, from every Port Adelaide supporter that saw him play. He was an out-and-out gun. And interesting bloke, because when he first came down, he wasn't...
No, he wasn't at that ill, was he?
No.
Just quickly then, before we go to Ash, Robbie Gray, where would he sit in the 100? Is he an automatic?
Yeah, well, he has to be up there.
Treaders?
Has to be in the mix. Tread Ray must be up there.
Brendan Lade?
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough team, isn't it?
Me.
Barry Curtin, to mention a few. And on that note, we'll go to Ash and get the news. Ash, what have you got for us?
Thanks, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Adelaide Adrenaline have claimed an important win with a textbook performance against Perth Thunder. Adrenaline snagged the 3 points after Tyler Leeming converted a beautiful strike in the second period. The victory comes off Josh Harding's jersey retirement, which is the first in the club's history. Adrenaline are making a trip to Canberra this weekend to face the Brave in a must-win 2-game series. Still on ice hockey, the under-18 Tange team has claimed silver at the National Championships. The South Aussies were defeated by WA in the championship game, but took home a lot of positives in the win. Adrenaline players Nathaniel Benson and Jeremy Frederick didn't fail to impress for the young side. In footy, the Crows are eyeing off a top 8 finish after a narrow win against the Lions. They are preparing for a crucial game against the Demons on Saturday night. And it was a messy game for Port Adelaide, who failed to get the 4 points with a disappointing loss to the GWS Giants. The Power will be without star ruckman Paddy Ryder once again when they face the Bulldogs in Ballarat on Sunday. All the best for his recovery. To soccer, Adelaide United are continuing to make moves in the off-season with another exciting signing over the weekend. Decorated midfielder Mirko Boland has signed a 2-year deal with the Reds, and he'll bring a lot of experience to the middle of the ground. The Reds officially kick off their season against Sydney in October, while they begin their FFA Cup campaign against the Mariners next week. The Hockey Roos have won their first match of the 2018 World Championships in London over the week. Usual suspects Emily Hertz and Ambrose Malone were outstanding in the victory against Japan. The Aussies' campaign will continue over the upcoming days. And the 2018 South Australian Cross Country Championships were underway over the weekend, with many South Aussies proving they're ready for the national stage. Caitlin Adams led the women from the get-go, dominating the race from start to finish. Adrian Potter claimed the victory for the men, completing the 10-kilometre course in just 30 minutes. We look forward to seeing these two represent the state in the national championships next month. What a brilliant week in sport. I'll see you next time.
Fantastic, Ash. Thanks for that news. Boys, time to turn our attention to the Southern Footy League. As always, the Prez, Craig Warman, joins us. Craig, how are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
Very good, mate. An interesting round last weekend.
Mate, it's just getting better and better.
Trying to pick the finals now is going to be tricky, mate. There's plenty of movement up and down. And
we've still got 7 clubs vying for 5 positions.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Really
really
worked
good.
out well, didn't it? Worked out well the weekend.
All right, let's get to last weekend's round, mate. Round 13, Noarlunga flex their muscles. Big percentage win for them over Aldinga. Were you surprised by the margin?
Surprised by the margin, but knew that Noarlunga would certainly bounce back after losing the close one to Flaggies the week before.
Yeah. Another one, the next one was Port Noarlunga. Now, that's a big one. That's a
over Flaggies.
That's a biggie.
It's almost like the Suns.
Yes, beating Sydney.
Knocking off Sydney.
Yep.
They came out. That was our tribe match of the day, of course, and so we were there to see it firsthand. And Port Noarlunga played some pretty good footy, certainly in the second quarter, where they kicked 7 goals to 2 and virtually won the game in that second quarter.
Windy?
Not overly, but
okay.
2 or 3 goals to one end, but they certainly used it to their advantage in the second quarter.
Right. Cove, the curse finally broken. 23-point winners over Happy Valley. So
Keeps their final chances alive.
jumps them up in the 6th spot.
Yeah, and of course they've got a home game this week, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But good to see the Cove up and about. Happy Valley again, still not out of it. They've got a really important game this week as well. So, you know, you talk about the premiership table. You've got Flaggy sitting at top at the moment, and then you've got Christie's and Orlunga are both equal, and then you've got Port Noarlunga, Ranella in the mix, followed by Cove and Happy Valley. So in the next 3 or 4 weeks, all of those clubs got to play each other. Yeah. So it's going to go down to the wire.
It's on. Christie's Beach, as expected, probably Morphett Vale.
Yeah, but in saying that, Morphett Vale put them under a fair bit of pressure. You know, they kicked 10-26.
Yeah.
Christie's Beach. Morphett Vale are starting to get
starting to show some signs, aren't
they? They are. Get the process right, and again, they're hitting the scoreboard with regularity.
I'm prepared to say, mate, that Morphett Vale are showing more signs of improving than Carlton are right now, if you were drawing a comparison. So I reckon that's about where it might sit.
And Christie's kick a bit like Port Adelaide do.
They are too. All right. Hey, mate, before we get to this week, Sunday was a ripping day last Sunday for Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we had our annual event there, and 120 people turned up at the Hacken Footy Club, and very well received. You know, we had blokes that had played together back in the 50s who hadn't seen each other in probably 20 odd years. Got to catch up with the coach and their playing mates.
Would have been some good stories.
Was that
very much so.
Barry Ramsey? Is he Barry Ramsey?
Yes.
Was Barry?
Yeah, Barry was there.
That type of show, the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Basil was there. He's an amazing fella.
He is amazing.
Oh, he's done some wonders at Cove. He always did. He was there when I was there, so
yeah,
he's been there a long time.
Oh, he has, very much so. Yeah,
and he runs the Cobra.
The Cobra Foundation, yeah,
which does some amazing work.
It does very
good on
much
him.
so. Yeah.
He thoroughly deserved that.
Yeah, he was inducted last year.
Okay.
Well, mate, let's get to this weekend's games because there are some beauties. Aldinga sit in 8th spot, Happy Valley in 7th. It's at Aldinga. Both teams coming in on the back of a loss. So,
yeah, but I think we had the game early in the season when Happy Valley got them by about 3 or 4 goals. So I'm expecting this to be a really good one. This is going to be our tribe game of the day. So we'll journey down to Aldinga, and I've got a feeling the Sharks might get one here.
Oh, that's a biggie. That's a big
Which
call.
will certainly put a dent in Happy Valley and open it up for a couple of others. But Sharkies might get this one, I reckon.
And the Cobras up against Flaggies. Flaggies will be steaming a little bit following their loss, but this is at Cove.
This is at Cove, and when they played Cove at Cove last year, Cove beat Flagstaff Hills. So the Flaggies have got a couple of injury concerns at the moment, plus young Mitch Johnson will be playing for the state country as a curtain raiser, so he'll be out of the side as well.
Good.
Mate, it can't always be about Cove.
No, I know.
It can't.
Well, we know where your money's going.
Mate,
I
think at Flagstaff Hill for.
Yeah, but I think Flaggies will bounce back.
All right.
Okay.
What about Noarlunga in 3rd spot? Morphett Vale in 9th. Now, we said Morphies are improving, but gee, Noarlunga are just in blistering form.
Yeah, they
week,
were,
so.
and this is down at the shoe as well. So it's going to be pretty hard for Morphett Vale, but hopefully, I can't see them winning. I think Noarlunga will get the chocolates in the end, but Morphett Vale will put up a good performance.
And the last one is your 4th versus 5th.
Talk about match of the day. This is
why isn't this one tribe match of the day? Mate?
Well,
you pick it out a bit earlier, do you?
It's all about Ranella.
Yeah,
no, it is about Ranella, mate. It is about my team.
No, we do. And again, it just happens that everyone's got to get a specific game.
Okay.
We'll catch up with Ranella and Porties in the next couple of weeks. So, but the way it's drawn this particular week, this is going to have a really big influence on the top 5. It's what they call a shed day down at Porties. So all the old past players and whatever are going to get into the shed, and you wouldn't want to be wearing black and white. That's all I can say, Baz.
No.
Well, Ranella come off the bye. Ranella coming off the bye.
Yeah, they do, and they got Porties at home in the first round, but it was only by about 8 points. So this when you
This is
look
at
at
Port
it,
Noarlunga.
this is at Port Noarlunga. They've got a pretty good record there, Ranella. So don't be surprised if they do actually roll them. But I've just got a sneaky feeling the way Port Noarlunga played last week, they'll pick up a couple of players back this week from injury, and I think they might just nip Ranella in this one as well.
It's a really interesting one with the injuries, how they impact. So Flaggies have sat nicely in first spot all year. Suddenly a couple of injuries and a bloke out for country. Not as good a form as last week. If you were picking it right now, based on what we've seen the last couple of weeks, grand final, who are your two teams in and who do you think would win it? It'll change in the next couple of weeks.
Right now.
But I'm talking right at this moment.
I still think Flaggies will be the side to beat.
Yep.
And I've got a sneaky feeling that Port Noarlunga might, because they've still got that fire in the belly about what happened last year.
Yep.
And you can just see them slowly progressing through. They've qualified enough players that are currently at SASS, etc. And when they come back into that side, it'll be a really good game.
Right.
So I'm Port Noarlunga and Flaggies at the moment.
Just quickly before we go, best story on Sunday, Hall of Fame. What was the best moment for you?
Oh, look, I think the induction of our 100th inductee, by the name of Horry Leaker, played at Aldinga in the 1920s and 30s, won 7 premierships with the Aldinga Footy Club. He played league footy for Sturt, played in their 1926 premiership side alongside Victor Richardson. The bloke then goes on and plays the last 10 years of his football career after the accident on the farm in 1936, where he got his hand caught in a chaff cutter.
That's right.
Played 10 years with one arm.
Wow.
It's an amazing story.
just amazing.
Absolutely amazing story.
Hey, mate. Always good to catch up with you, Craig. Southern Footy League, big weekend it was for them last weekend. Well done to the inductees to the Hall of Fame. Stay with us. Still plenty to come on the show.